CTM Sports in this thing. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing. Thanks for watching the Thinking Game podcast. Thanks for watching CTM Sports. Go to the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. Go to Instagram. Follow. Share. TikTok. Follow and share. Twitter. Follow and share. We're on all platforms. Make sure to go by. Check us out. Thanks for everybody who's been supporting. We're almost at 400 on YouTube. We trying to get to 1K. It's like 90% of people watching, but are not subscribing. So we are asking, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to keep making the content, keep bringing it home. So today's podcast, we're talking about Jaylen, Nino. Is he going to Nino Brown mode? Wemby the 80 and dominating the Thunder in game one. And can the Knicks dominate the Cavs? Let me know in the comments what you think. So, getting right into it. Jaylen Brown. Let's check out the video real quick.
Stephen A. Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. Like, my offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming? Well, I want you to be quiet and get off these networks, because you're not using your platform to do real journalism. You're using your platform to use clickbait. Stephen A.
So, what do you think about Jaylen Brown? Do you think he just kind of mad at some of the stuff Stephen A say? You think he got some validity to it? Or do you think he's just doing it for the views, like for the live stream, doing it for the stream? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments what you think. If it was me, if I really wanted to troll Stephen A, if I was him, I would have came on like Nino Brown with the medallion, with the hat on, with the shades. That would have been so cold. Coming out to the ether beat. He should have came out to the ether beat, man. That would have been so cold. He got to get a production team, man. He got to, man. When you're making that much money, he got to. He could have really made that an awesome production, and it would have really stung Stephen A. But when you're dealing with somebody like Stephen A, this dude know how to say stuff to get under your skin. He know what buttons to press. He know which route to go. And he understands both sides of the game. He knows how to be the hunter, and he knows how to be the hunted. He knows how to be a hater, and he knows how to deal with the hate. However you want to put it, he can deal with the whole gambit. That's why he is what he is. I think Jaylen Brown, I'll say this. I think Stephen A has given him a lot of praise, but a lot of times it's the criticism that people pay attention to. They don't pay attention to the good things. It's always it's that one thing that you don't like that people pay attention to instead of the 9 things that you do like. And I think in life we got to be careful about that and be able to take feedback and not be personal about it. Because when it's the good stuff, nobody says anything. It's awesome. But when somebody hits you with accountability, things you could have did better, a lot of times that gets under people's skin. When I was younger, in my 20s, it got under my skin too. But as I started to get older, that's what I would tell any young person. Just take it as a grain of salt and let it roll off. Don't let it get under your skin, because you do uncharacteristic things when it gets under your skin. But they both standing on what they said. See what happens. If I was them, yeah, I would do a live stream or do a one-on-one. It would probably be pretty cool. It's kind of going to that anyway. Debate battles and all this stuff. I think they should do it. I think that they should either do a live stream, you come on his Twitch, or you go on Stephen A, or just do each other's and just talk it out and squash it. Sometimes we just take stuff too far. But it sure would have been cool if he'd have came out like Nino with the all black on, the big gold medallion and the hat, the beret hat and the black shades, and said, "Oh man, that would have been crazy. Man, that would have been crazy." But let me know what you think in the comments. Now, let's talk about the alien. Let's talk about Wemby. Is he putting pressure on SGA? Took him to overtime, hit a logo three. They don't have anybody really that can hold him. Stephen A called out Chet Holmgren, and I think he would have to really step up. I think that if Chet is good like they say he is, and he went back and forth with Wemby, it may throw Wemby off a little bit because he may get out of the team element. He may try to go one on one. But I think the way that the Spurs are playing in that team element, you got to get them to break outside of that. I don't know if you can do that because whoever's the dude is coaching the Spurs, excuse me, I'm sorry. The dude is coaching the Spurs. He's got them running on all cylinders. And this thing, they ain't even got De'Aaron Fox playing yet. Imagine when he come back. I think the Thunder, a little bit of rust because they swept everybody so far. I think this was a wake-up game. It's going to be awesome to see how they respond in game two. If the Spurs win game two, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The Thunder have to win game two. They have to. In order to send a message back that we not for the layover for y'all. Don't know how they're gonna do it. I guess their perimeter game is gonna have to be on point this series because it's hard to go in and paint on him because he's so long. He can, if you come on the right side, he can hover from the left side and get you, and vice versa. So let me know. Let's watch a video. Let's watch. I don't want to watch too long. They're probably gonna try to cut me off if I watch too much of it. But let's check it out real quick. As you can see, they try to, and they was getting some good stuff off against them. It was a good game, but look at that right there. Boom. Look at that. Bang. Man. Just took the steam out of them. Like, let's go. Like, you cannot stop this dude from getting the ball. You can't. He bringing a ball up court. What can't this dude do? Look at that. Boom. Man, dude took it from the three-point line like 3 steps and dunked it. Man, this dude is hard to stop, man. But I think the Thunder got what it takes. This might be their toughest game. I think if the Thunder get past the Spurs, they probably gonna win the championship for sure. But they got to get past the Spurs first. But let me know what you think in the comments. I think I got to turn that off before they try to ding me for it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the Thunder got what it takes to get past the Spurs, or do you think the Spurs gonna upset the Thunder? It's gonna be a good series. Be interested to see how SGA respond to this. I think the X factor is gonna be Chet Holmgren though. Can Chet Holmgren step up to the plate and really challenge Wemby? I mean, he's not 7'5", but he's 7'1". I think this is just my opinion. I think that, hold on, let me see. Let me get this right. I think that Chet Holmgren has been riding SGA coattail. He's going to have to establish himself as the number 2 option in this series. He's going to have to do it, or they're not going to win. He has to go at Wemby on when he's on offense, because they're not going at Wemby on offense, and he's just down there being the safety, pretty much just resting. He don't really have to move around as much, and it gives him that much more energy on offense. Chet is gonna have to go at Wemby on when he's on offense. He's gonna have to. If not, Wemby is gonna single handedly beat the Thunder. I like Castle, I like Fox, but let's be real. Wemby is the difference. The alien is the difference. And if they don't be careful,
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect timing.
it's gonna be perfect timing for the Spurs, man. Cause he tossing it up. So with that being said, before we watch the highlights, let me know what you think about Brunson matching up against Mitchell in the Eastern Conference Finals matchup. They said Mitchell was giving it to Brunson. We'll see how long that go. Let's watch some third quarter highlights. See how they stacking up. All right, let's watch some highlights real quick. Let's see how they go. Is that Brunson right there? Let me know what you think, man. If Cat dominated this series, man, would the Cavs even have a chance? James Harden, man, dude is one of the most interesting guys, man. Like if James Harden really turned it on, if he could, I don't know if the Knicks would have a chance, man. I don't know. If if I'm the coach of the Knicks, I'm telling Cat, man, what are you doing, man? You can dominate the game, bro. What are you doing? Cut it out, man. Jared Allen cannot hold you, man. He's not even in the game. Well, let me know what you think, man. Do you think the Cleveland can beat New York, or do you think the Knicks are kind of rusty because they had a lot of time off? Because Mitchell, man, is a beast, man. I like Mitchell, but I think the Knicks got to really tighten up. And I think Brunson, you have to find a way, man. I know they don't got Mitchell guarding them, but he got to find a way, man. This is when you got to be crafty for Brunson. He gonna have to find crafty ways to score the ball because he's not the most tall. You know, he's not a big guard. He like the typical small guard, but he got to find a way to get it. And I think Cleveland still kind of charged up from the last series, from that game 7. They still kind of in that game flow. I think the Knicks just got to get back in the flow. Shout out to Mike Brown, man. He gonna get them right though. They may lose this first game. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that Cat and Brunson gonna have to dominate this series, or they're not gonna win. James Harden, I'm not sure, man. That's the one. Can James Harden he be the X factor? Let me know in the comments. I don't know if James Harden can be the X factor because he always get to this point and he kind of fades out. I don't know what it is. Does he not want to go this far in the playoffs? Does he not want to win the championship? Because I think if there wasn't a time, I know with the 76ers, he could have won the championship that year too. This is probably the best time for him to win the championship right now with this team, Eastern Conference, to go to at least to go to a finals. I think if he go to a finals, it will put a little bit more respect on his name. But if he bomb this series, his legacy is cooked, man. He gonna be a good offensive player, but is he gonna be considered a winner? Because he kills in the regular season, but in the playoffs, garbage. So let me know in the comments. Do you think James Harden got what it take, or do you think he gonna phase out like he usually do? Because that's what his legacy, his history say. So with that being said, can Cat dominate the Cavs? If he can dominate the Cavs, I think they can win this series because they don't have nobody on the Cavs that can hold him. But he plays under his size. Why? I don't know. Oh wow, the Knicks came back and won. Good deal. Looking at the final score, the Knicks won 115 to 104. I think the Knicks probably gonna win this series though, and they're gonna go to the finals. And I think the Spurs and the Thunder gonna beat up on each other, and it's gonna be surprising. Um, the question to be who matches up better against the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks want to play the Spurs. Wemby, man, will dominate the Spurs because they don't play enough defense, I think, long enough to hold somebody like him. I think the Knicks and the Thunder will be a great finals matchup because they both, I'm going to say they play the same way, but they got similar styles, similar kind of player. I think SGA would dominate whoever the Knicks put on them. I don't think nobody can hold them on the Knicks. But I also think that Brunson, I don't know about Cat. Maybe sometimes when he play other big men, he kind of dominate. Every now and then he get that mean streak. But it'll be interesting to see how he played in the championship in the finals. If he really played to his domination, I think they will probably it'll be a good matchup and they may win in like 6 or 7 games against the Thunder. But the Thunder man and they in trouble. I don't know if the Knicks can beat Wemby though. Wemby is a different animal, man. That dude is something else. I don't know if they can beat him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't see it. So, with that being said, like, share, and subscribe. CTM TV. Check us out all platforms. Make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. It says 90% of people are not subscribing. And I'm asking you, please subscribe to our channel. Be sure to let us know what you think in the comments. And I want to show you 344 subscribers. Help us get to 1K. Help us grow. Help us get monetized so we can make more content. We can get a studio and they can really start cranking it out. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Mike. I'm about to go to bed. CTM Sports. I'll catch you on the next one.